present is present perfect. Is a kind of tense like present, past, okay, future, okay, you can use that. And here we have another tense that is present perfect. How can you use present perfect in your sentences or in your question? It's very important to know when you want to describe an action that goes from the past up to present moment. One reason. Second reason, to describe an action that occurred sometimes in the past. Third reason, if you want to use present perfect in your sentences, to describe an action actually was repeated many times in the past. Have or has plus past participle of your main verb. Okay. When you want to make a sentence, it's easy. You have to start with subject. Have or has depends on your subject. For example, you know to say about I have, you have, we have, they have. But for she, he, it, you have to say has. She is, he is, it is. You have z. So you have to write has and then write past participle of your main verb. So first, I'm writing a sentences. Okay, I want to write present in the present perfect tense. So you can say here, you can say have. Next, you have to write past participle, not past tense. For example, you have your verb is eat. Eat, okay? Simple for me is eat. Past tense is ate. But past participle is eaten. So you have to write eaten here, not ate. We're working on past participle, not past tense. So I have, for example, your verb is eat. Past participle of eat is eaten. Eaten. And your sentence is finished. I can write here a question, make a question like this with present perfect. I can say, you have to start with have or has, okay, because it's yes no question. I can write has here, for example, has he, we have subject, and then past participle of verb. Has he been? but here the verb is was or were, or is, you can use past participle of them, is been. He has he, for example, has he ever been let me change my marker. Has he ever been? Been? You can write anything here. If you want to make a question with present perfect, so we have has and past participle. Has he ever been to, for example, I want to write to the US and question sign, okay? You can answer, is yes, no question. We start with yes, no question. So, for example, your answer is no. 1, 2, 3. He hasn't. Contraction form of has not. If your answer is yes, you can guess it. Yes, he, 1, 2, he has. Easy. It is very important to know about the past participle of each verb. So you have to memorize what is the past participle of that verb. You can use it in the sentences, in your sentences or in your questions. It's easy. For example, it's used to consider first. We have simple, we have past tense, and past participle. You can use it for present perfect. Simple form. We use a verb and write the other tense of that verb. For example, I choose do. Past is did. Is a verb. Did. Past participle is done. Okay? Past participle is done. Another verb I wrote for you, it was eat. Eat, ate, eaten. Next, I can write another verb like see. Is simple form. Past tense is saw. And past participle, if you want to write your verb in the past participle form, you have to say seen in your sentences or question with present perfect. Okay, and if you have a lot of verb, you have to memorize them. What is past tense and what is past participle of that verb. Here we have a chart like this. I can write here is singular. That means one. And here I can write plural. That you're talking about 2, 3, or more than that. We want to write subject pronoun. So here subject pronoun for singular like I. So here we have I. Then you is singular. You can write you as plural subject. We have he, she, it. Okay, they are subject pronouns and they are singular. Just one person or one thing you're talking about that. Plural subjects, I and you, when you want to say and put together, they make we. Then plural, you can use you again as a plural when you're talking about 2, 3, 4. I say you, for example, we have 10 students. You are students. But if I want to say in singular, you is just one. One student is here. You are my student. Okay, next. He, she, it, you can write they. For example, we have 2 boys there. I can say they. 2 boys and 1 girl are there. I can say they. Or for example, I have 2 markers. I have to use they subject pronoun for 2 things. If you have 1 thing, you have to use it. So we want to match them with present perfect. How can we write it? After subject or subject pronoun, you can write here have or has. Okay? For example, I, we say have. You have. He, she, it has. Here you say I am. I have. You are. You have. He is. She is. It is. You have z. So you have to write has. Next, we are. Do you have this? No. So you can write have. Next, we have you. You are, we say. So you have to write you have. They are, they have. Okay. After have, you have to write your verb, your main verb in the past participle form. So, for example, I can choose a lot of verb here. I have done. I have, for example, seen. I have the other verb, gone. You know, you have go. Past is went. Past participle is gone. So you have to write here gone like this. We use this verb for the other sentences. I have gone. And you can continue your sentence. You have gone. He has gone. She has gone. It has gone. We have gone. You have gone. They have gone. Okay, but we want to make it smaller, make your sentences smaller. Actually, contraction. You want to use contraction, so you have to write the contraction of I have is I've. Yes. So let me here. You have to clean just these. I've, you've. Okay. And here HAR cleaning. Here we have just VE. When you want to make a contraction, make a contract. So I can put it close to your subject with apostrophe. Yes, here we have apostrophe, I, VE, VE, you, you've, he, she, it. Just we have S, his. You have to add apostrophe. His, she's, its. Again, we clean this and put them near your subject pronoun. Viv, you've, Dave. Okay, you can repeat after me. I've, you've, his, she's, its, viv, you've, Dave. And then write your past participle of your verb, your main verb actually, like gone. And the other verbs, if you want, you have to check it on Google. And you can find a lot of you can write, for example, a verb like if you don't know about do, you can write the present perfect of do. You can see a lot of websites, and you can see a lot of past participle of verbs on my website. That is www.teacher@isami.ir. And actually, you can search it on Google if you don't find on my website. So your specific verb, you can write past participle of, for example, watch. Okay, watch is another verb. You can use it here, but you have to write past participle tense of that if you want to make present tense. Everybody, if you remember, I told you how can you use present perfect. For example, here we have time. So it's in the past, continues until now. For example, we say, in the past, we say 2000 until now, 2022. Okay? And actually, you can say and make a sentence like this. I've or I have. I've is contraction. X, for example, you have to write here past participle of verb. Exercised. It's past tense, correct? And the past participle is exercised. I've exercised. Now here you can say seems
2000. Finish. If you write present perfect, it means you've started from 2000 until now, that you can see we're in August and 2022. Or the other sentence. For example, instead of since, we can say for. For from 2000 to 2000 to 2022. Okay, you see here for 4 you have to write a number. We say for 22 years. Okay. Second reason to describe present perfect. I've told you you can, something happened in the past, but we don't know exactly about that. It's not indicated actually exactly the time. Okay, so here again we have a time from past until now. It continues. You can write present perfect, but here we don't know. It's not indicated exactly when, what day, what time. It's not clear. So you can write your present perfect. You know about the form of present perfect: have or has plus past participle. Anything you can write with, for example, she, I can say she has. She has. We can write your main verb in the past participle. For example, been. It's a past participle of is, was, were. He has been in Los Angeles. Okay? But we don't know the time. She actually came to America. We don't know exactly. So we don't know. Third reason that you can use present perfect, when you want to say something happens, actually a lot of actions happened in the past many times. For example, again here we have a time, past now. But here you know about something happened many times. Here we have a lot of actions happened in the past. And you want to talk about that now. So you have to write in the present perfect tense. So many things happened in the past. So you can write like this. They. Subject pronoun. Any subject pronouns you can write. You have to write the form of present perfect. So for they we say have, or you can say they've contraction. Dave, you can say, for example, right participle verb, for example, John their practices. Okay, here is about, it's actually in the simple form is do. Past participle of do is done. And you can continue. Here, actions of practices happened many times. So you can write something like this. Maybe you can see the word like just, already, yet in your present perfect tense, your sentences. For example, I can say you've as participle of verb, eaten. You've eaten, for example, finish. If you want to write here, you can say yes, you can say here just. You've just eaten. You've just eaten. If you see here, or if you want to write just before past participle, it means this action happened recently. Okay, maybe yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, maybe last week. Okay, it recently happened because I use just in my present perfect. You can use his eaten, and we want to write already. So if you see already before already, if you see already before before past participle of this verb, past participle of this verb before that, it means the action is complete. The action is complete. Okay, another, you can say, for example, here we can say we, subject pronoun. We haven't. Next, present, past participle, eaten, and at the end of your sentence, you can write yet. Yet, often used in negative sentence. Negative sentence. What does it mean? It means we still have to eat. We still now have to eat.